Pace car pulls ahead of the field. 1 to go signal shown to Alex Vonderow and Oliver Fitzwater, the front row for the NAPA Late Model 75 lap event here this evening, part of the 14th Annual International Gold Cup. The nasty weather that we saw last night, exactly the opposite this evening. A beautiful night in Fort Wayne, Indiana, for some great stock car racing here as the crowd's going to come to their feet for lap number 1. Slowly down the backstretch, Alex Vonderow, Oliver Fitzwater, Casey Spiller, Steve Minnick Jr., Tommy Cook, and Chad Richardson, the front half dozen starters, as they round corners number 3 and 4. The field comes to green for 75 laps, and we're off and racing. On the break, it's going to be the 3 of Oliver Fitzwater into the lead. Stephen Derwin in the 17, a little bit loose through corners number 2. Steve Minnick Jr. in 72 now dives to the outside of Fitzwater. That's the battle for the race lead. Coming to the completion of lap 1, who's going to be the leader? It's going to be Fitzwater. Fitzwater, Minnick, Casey Spillers to the inside of Alex Vonderow. That's a battle for the 3rd spot. Battle is still for the lead down the backstretch. Along the outside lane, Minnick's got the advantage. Fitzwater still battling around the bottom. Off the corner, Steve Minnick Jr. He'll go out front. Steve Minnick Jr. won a whole bunch of races here last season, looking to bag a big one here tonight. Fitzwater back to 2nd. Casey Spillers gets around Alex Vonderow. That's for 3rd. Vonderow's going to try to fend off Tommy Cook now. That's the battle for 4th. Tommy Cook in the 1X. The Blaine Miller Road Service machine. He's trying to get around Vonderow, but fend off his brother, Al Cook Jr. Al Cook Jr. in the 7, sitting in the 6th position, watching the battle up in front of him for 4th between his brother, Tommy Cook, and Alex Vonderow. Chad Richardson sits behind him. Chad Richardson behind them in the 8th position. His dad, Neil, sits at 9th. Battle back for 10th between Justin King and Derek Hoffman. Dean Cook sits 11th. 5th lap complete, this time by 70 to go. Battle still is back for 6th. Al Cook Jr. clears Alex Vonderow. Now Vonderow is going to try to fend off Chad Richardson in 46. Richardson clears him, headed to the 3rd and 4th corner. Now Neil Richardson's going to dive to the bottom of Vonderow as well. Still a long way to go in this one. Now, Derek Hoffman in the 2 dives to the inside of Vonderow. That's the battle for 7th, I believe. Make that the battle for 9th. Front 8 cars running in single file. Hoffman in the 2. Gets around the 11 of Alex Vonderow. Dean Cook's now trying to get around Vonderow as well. Vonderow seems to be free falling as now Justin King's going to take a look at the bottom of him. Jr., Oliver Fitzwater, Casey Spillers, Tommy Cook, Al Cook Jr., the front 5 cars. Al Cook Jr. taking a look to Tommy Cook for 4th. Cook with a little bit stronger car down the straightaway. Al Cook Jr. pulls to the inside lane through the corner. Tommy Cook, the 1X. Has had some bad luck in that 1X machine earlier here this season. Has a feature victory in his brother Randy's race car, however. As Steve Minnick Jr. has about an 8-car length advantage. Problems for Fitzwater. Fitzwater pulls off the bank and over in the 2nd corner. He's going to head to the pits. That's going to move up everybody a spot. Now, Steve Minnick Jr., the leader. Casey Spillers, 2nd. Cook running 3rd and 4th. Chad Richardson sits in 5th. File formation throughout the entire field. Good battle on the racetrack from about 4th on back. Tommy Cook and Al Cook Jr. continue to battle. Chad Richardson's behind them, sitting in the number 5 position. But back in 6th, Neil Richardson. Derek Hoffman's trying to close in on them as well. Dean Cook in the 8 car trying to close in on Derek Hoffman and Neil Richardson. Steve Minnick Jr., the 72. Casey Spillers drifts it high off the top of the third and fourth corner. See some water coming out of that machine. Definitely an overheating problem. Casey Spillers in 38 going to pull to the top of the racetrack. That thing's pushing water pretty good. That's going to draw the caution flag, and Casey Spillers is probably going to head off to the pit area with problems. Field rounds corners number 3 and 4. They're going to come back to green flag racing. Immediately on the restart, a great one at that for Steve Minnick Jr. Al Cook Jr. is going to close in on him. Battles back for third. Chad Richardson in the 46 doing battle with Tommy Cook. Tommy Cook about 4 car lengths back of Al Cook Jr. for second. Tommy's going to have a hard battle with this one. Now he's going to gap a little bit ahead of the 46 of Chad Richardson. Neil Richardson now takes a look to the bottom of his son, Chad. That's the battle for fourth. Neil Richardson, the 33. Chad, the 46. Working down the front stretch. Chad in 33. Make that Chad in 46. Neil in 33. Neil's going to get the advantage off the second corner. Down the back stretch they work. Chad battles back in the outside lane. Chad's got a feature victory here this year. Neil pulls the advantage. Neil's going to get the fourth spot. Definitely going to play to his advantage in this one, but he's got a hard man to battle with on this one, that being the 1X of Tommy Cook. Tommy with a top 3 finish here in the Super Pro race last season. Now to the inside in the third and fourth corner. Neil Richardson battling to the inside of Tommy Cook. Neil's going to get the spot down the front stretch. Neil in 33. Tommy Cook, the 1X. Neil into the number 3 spot. Now Neil Richardson's going to set sail on Al Cook Jr. for second, but that's going to be about a half a straightaway. He's going to have to make it. Derek Hoffman in the 2. Al Cook Jr. in the 8. Best battle on the racetrack is indeed for that position. That's the battle for 5th. Make that 6th. The 2 touch going down the front stretch, and problems for the 7 car of Al Cook Jr. The Pansera powder coating car number 7 machine. Looking like that's got some big-time issues, possibly an engine on that car. Not to mention that the 11 car of Alex Vondero was spun around at the exit of the second corner. Yellow flag, make that red flag going to come out for this. Steve Minnick Jr. out in front. 39 laps to go when they come to green this time by. 46 going to be complete. Minnick, Richardson, Hoffman, and Cook. Dean Cook, the only Cook left in the field. Here they come to green. Great restart again from the 72 of Steve Minnick Jr. 33 car of Neil Richardson drops back just a little bit. Don't want to use up your stuff too early. His son Chad sits in third. Neil Richardson closing in off the third and fourth corner. Neil Richardson's got a great race car coming off the corner. Down the front stretch, he's holding pat pretty well with Steve Minnick Jr., but coming through the corners, Neil Richardson's definitely got the advantage. To the bottom of Steve Minnick Jr. goes Neil Richardson. Coming through the third and fourth corner. Minnick drifts it up a little bit high. Richardson working the bottom lane. Minnick slams the door down the front stretch and through the first and second corner. They touch a little bit. Minnick a little bit loose. Down the back straightaway they go once again. Richardson pulls alongside with a little bit of an advantage. Headed to the third and fourth corner. This time by Neil Richardson's going to be your new race leader. Put Neil Richardson out into the race lead. Back to second, Steve Minnick Jr., but he's in jeopardy of losing the number 2 spot to Derek Hoffman. Derek Hoffman in the 2 wants the number 2 position. Steve Minnick Jr. trying to fend it off. These 2 drivers had some great battles back last year. Definitely the same case here tonight. Derek Hoffman, Big Orange, the number 2 machine, pulls ahead of Minnick down the front back straightaway. Hoffman with a little bit of an advantage. Now he clears Minnick off the corner. Justin King now takes a look to the inside of Steve Minnick Jr. down the backstretch. That's a battle for the 4th spot. Justin King, the 5. Steve Minnick Jr., the 72. Now down the backstretch, Justin King clears Steve Minnick Jr. This time by 11 laps to go. Neil Richardson. He said in the pre-race that he's tired of helping his son win. Now it's time for Dad to take a victory here this evening, trying to make that the case. Hoffman sitting in second, trying to fend off his son, Chad Richardson. Chad Richardson in the 46, trying to get around the two of Derek Hoffman. Trying to make it a father-son 1-2. Right now it's a father-son 1-3. Now Hoffman drifts a little bit high through the first and second corners. Chad Richardson dives to the bottom. Down the backstretch, about a half a car. Side by side, they're going to go through the third and fourth corner. Richardson the 46, Hoffman the 2. Off the corner they come once again. Hoffman still holds the position. Derek Hoffman the 2 still making that outside lane work for that car. The WMEE 97.3 machine. Hoffman's definitely done a great job tonight making that outside lane work. Chad Richardson, the 46, can't find a way around the 2 car, Derek Hoffman. Lee Lafleur is closing in slowly on the 11 machine of Alex Vonderow struggling here in the early part of 2011 in that number 11 machine, and now the caution flag's going to come out. As Tim Howard goes off the banking over in corners number 3 and 4, he's going to go for a ride through the weeds, and that's going to bring out the caution flag here yet once again in the NAPA Late Model 75 lap event. Less than 10 laps to go. Green flag is shown to the field. Here we go, green flag racing. Good restart there from the 46 car, Chad Richardson. Now he's going to set sail on his dad, and the yellow flag's going to come back out. Race officials did not like that restart. And the field stacks up headed down the backstretch. 1 car spins it around. As the field comes to the third and fourth corners, Neil Richardson brings the field back to green. We're racing. Not a very good restart for the 2 car, Derek Hoffman. Chad Richardson immediately takes it to the top shelf in the outside lane. Battling back to the inside is Steve Minnick Jr. to Justin King. King with a little bit of an advantage. Side by side, second, third, fourth, and fifth. Derek Hoffman trying to stay along the bottom and fend off Chad Richardson. Chad Richardson clearing Derek Hoffman down the front stretch and into the number 2 spot. Derek Hoffman sits in third. Minnick and King still battling for fourth and fifth. They're going to split Derek Hoffman down the backstretch. Possibly the tires going away on that number 2 machine. Steve Minnick Jr. back into the third spot. Justin King dirt tracking off the fourth corner. That's going to cost Justin King all kinds of time. Alex Vonderow in the number 5 position now. But now Justin King battles back to the inside into the number 5 spot. Good racing throughout the field. A lot of attrition in this feature, but still good racing nonetheless. Chad Richardson in the 46 car trying to run down his dad, Neil. Chad Richardson trying to clinch the victory here tonight in that number 33 Neil Motorsports machine. Chad trying to do whatever he can to run him down here. 2 to go here at the line. NAPA straightaway is the advantage. Chad Richardson closing it into about within 8 car lengths, but it's probably not going to be enough. Third and fourth corners once again now for Neil Richardson, coming to the white flag. 1/2 mile to go. Something that Neil Richardson's definitely going to be proud of here tonight. Down the back straightaway for the final time. It's going to be a father and son 1-2. Chad won the first feature of the year back on June 4th, but tonight Neil Richardson's going to take the victory in the Gold Cup 75. Chad Richardson second, Minnick Jr. third. Justin King, Derek Hoffman going to round out the top 5. Coming to the line for 6th will be Alex Vonderow. Stephen Derwin will finish in the number 7 spot in car number 17. A pretty special father-son 1-2 here this evening. Neil Richardson takes the victory. His son Chad finishes second. And a big $1,250 payday going to car number 33 out of Ossian, Indiana. The driver is Neil.